Now, in this clip, Chuck's going to be half right and half wrong. He's going to say some things that are right and some things that are just dumb. But, it's Chuck, so hey.
He's telling it like it is, so plain spoken.
Charles is telling it like it is.
Yeah, Charles is like that. So when you hear Trump speak like that, do you take it seriously, literally, figuratively? Do you see Ken as somebody who speaks in a way that regular people can identify with?
The thing that concerns me about him, if he were to win again, I think he would spend the next 4 years just trying to pay back people who said or did anything to him. And
it would all be about retribution.
It'd all be about retribution. And, we got people out here who need money for their bills. They need, food and things like that. So I don't care who the president is. You're supposed to take care of the people. It ain't about retribution. It ain't about what people said about you in the last couple of years. And that's one of the reasons I'm not a big Trump fan. I'm just not. Because like I say, it's the president of the United States. It ain't for no small little group of nutty people. It's everybody. I don't care if, because me and you're independent. And I don't have anything against Republicans. I don't have anything against Democrats.
You also don't have any knowledge of what you're talking about. Check this out, guys. This is why I think it's funny. That's why I love that you guys come through and watch the show. Can I get some likes? Can we get some likes? It is funny that Chuck brought up hit list. I think it's amazing that he brought that up. Just so happens there were some politicians that had a hit list. One of those people is Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton had a hit list, guys. Not Trump, his friend Hillary. The one he was friends with for 30 years, who kids slept over each other's houses, that he double dated with Bill Clinton. Yeah, they went to each other's weddings and shit, birthday parties. Been friends for 30 years. That was the Clintons and the Trumps. Okay. That was Hillary's side. The Clintons had a hit list of their own. In the book, HRC, State Secrets in the Rebirth of Hillary Clinton. It was a book by the Hill's Amy Parnas and Political's Jonathan Allen. After Hillary lost to Obama in 2008, she was still very disappointed and very pissed off about losing to upstart Obama. So they created something called a hit list. Hillary and Bill kept a list of those who endorsed her and those who sat on the sidelines and then those who endorsed Obama. So there was 3 columns. People that had her back, people that bowed out, and people who went for Obama, who betrayed her. And then she put a number system. There was 1s to 7s beside the names. 1s are people who are in a good, people that endorsed her who had her back. And the worst of the worst was 7s. People that betrayed her, people that she thought had her back, like Claire McCaskill. Claire McCaskill got an interview and they asked her a question. I think there are a number of people that are on the Hillary hit list. People that Hillary has it out for. People that the Clintons have it out for. So Chuck doesn't know what he's talking about. Trump is not a political animal. He may be petty. Don't get it twisted. I believe Trump is petty. And I believe he keeps a list in his head or maybe he writes it down. They wrote this shit down, by the way. They had a spreadsheet. I don't know if Trump has gone to that extent. All of us keep a list. I have a list in my head of people that have screwed me over. They know who they are. If I had to choose between them, I would probably choose other people to work with because they screwed me over. But Chuck makes it sound like that Trump would go out of his way based on no information. He doesn't have something to cite. He doesn't have an example of Trump actually doing it. What I'm giving you is fact, right? It's been written about. It is notorious with the Clintons. He don't have anything to base his assertion on with Trump other than Democratic talking points. He just uses a Democrat talking point and just throw it out as if it's fact. I'm not saying Trump couldn't possibly be petty. But is it really petty when you have a memory of people that screwed you over? It's not petty. Petty is something slight somebody does. But if somebody really screws you over, that ain't being petty. That's being aware of who your friends are and who they aren't. That was down Chuck. Let's go to up Chuck.
Let's talk about Joe Biden, who raised a couple of eyebrows the other day when he said that if Trump wasn't in the race, he probably wouldn't be running. Did that surprise you that he said that?
I didn't know what that comment was.
He said, if Trump wasn't running, I'm not sure I'd be running.
Is that supposed to make us feel better?
We cannot let him win.
You know what I'm saying? Like, large parts of the country have pretty much said they don't want this matchup again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I the only one who's heard that? Like, it does feel like
I've heard that too.
Nobody wants this rematch.
Well, what you gonna do about it? What can we do about
vote
it?
for someone else in a primary for one, right? Like, but yeah, I mean, I think Biden has always said that he.
Listen to Roy Wood be an ass kisser. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? We got to do the right thing. Man, damn it, man. Damn it, brother. Why my black brothers got to do this? You sound like D.L. Hughley. Why you got to do this, man? Why you got to sell out? Come on, man. Jesus Christ, man. That's pathetic. He shows how lame he is. He's an ass kisser. Keep going.
Got into the race because of Trump, and now he's trying to give people a reason why he's still in it, even though more and more people are asking, hey, shouldn't you have stepped aside? Maybe you could have let another generation come in.
And now
I respect.
Go ahead.
I respect President Biden. He's had an amazing life and amazing career, but I personally think he's too old to be president. That's just my personal opinion.
Old in what way?
Old.
Based on what, though?
No,
Because he can't ride a bike?
No, dude.
Listen to Roy Wood. I'm serious, man. I never paid attention to Roy Wood. I didn't know how horrible he was. So Roy has no problem going after Don Lemon. He did that at the speakers thing, whatever it was. The little soiree they had for the journalists or whatever.
Speaking of assholes, Don Lemon is out of a job. Don Lemon released a statement saying he got fired from CNN. Then CNN released a statement saying that they offered Don a meeting. They had to part ways because Don Lemon can't even accurately report a story about Don Lemon. Yes, Don Lemon was a diva, and he said a couple of women are raggedy in the face, but that's a promotion at Fox News. But I ultimately understand why CNN did what they did. I get it, it's about morals. There should be no place on air for someone who speaks with wild disregard and doesn't consider the blowback to their coworkers or their company. Thankfully, CNN has taken steps in the right direction. They got rid of Don Lemon, and they've now given a show to Charles Barkley.
That's terrible.
He was trashing Don Lemon at this thing. And I was thinking, oh, that's good. Roy's got heart. But yeah, he's going after Don, but here he's kissing ass hard. Almost to the point where I'm like, you and Biden might want to get a room. Jesus Christ, man. But you know, he's undangerous to the boring liberals. He's undangerous, he's unthreatening to the boring liberals. So he shows he wants to keep a job. That's what it is. Roy wants to keep a job, wants to be able to feed his family, and besides, Comedy Central gave a gig to Jon Stewart, so he's got to have somewhere to work. He's got to kiss ass. He's got to be invited back. So Chuck's going to play the heavy, he's going to pay the softy. Say it.
I don't want...
That was one time. The bike
Roy,
fall was
I
one
don't
time.
want an 85-year-old driving a car, let alone running the country.
There's some bad 15-year-olds driving.
I know that,
Like,
but they're not going to be the president of the free world.
but do you think you're overlaying your attitude as an athlete over the politics?
No.
Good
I'm just
question.
saying,
Good
athletes
question.
are like, there's a time.
You know, that's horrible, man. That's really horrible, guys. Horrible. It's horrible when you got to agree with Chuck. I got to go with Chuck on this, man. 85. 85, man. 85. They say, Chuck, what you mean old? Old as in old. What am I speaking some type of foreign language? You know what old is? Worn out, decrepit, past it, on the downside. Come on now. What do you mean by old? In what way? Pathetic, man. Chuck is right. They are wrong. Like I said, I realize some people gotta work for a living. I understand this, and I understand there are people that gotta pick up paychecks. Obviously, that sister that was there, caping as hard as she was, like Storm, she caping like Storm. She caping like Wonder Woman. Look, I get it. Everybody can't be like Tim Black. Independent and broke. Everybody can't be like me. Outspoken and broke. Honest and broke. That's what happens. I haven't thrown enough black people under the bus. That's what you got to do. I got to do a Candace Owens. All them dumb Candace Owens fans. She speak the truth. No, she's paid because she throw black people under the bus. Dummy. Moron. There be some black people like that too. But what she said was right. Well, no, it wasn't, dummy. No. Oh, you mean the part where she said black people only get jobs in Hollywood because of DEI? You really think that? You don't think that all the white guys that get jobs don't get jobs because they white guys? And why would she never make that statement? Because she's not stupid. But anyway, back to my point. The point is this, man. Roy Wood and the lady, whoever she is, they have to continue to work. They got to be able to pick up their paychecks. And this is why being independent media is so important. And this is why you should support independent media. Because independent media will say, hey, Chuck is right. Chuck is right. He was wrong earlier, but he's right now. This part's correct. And you can make the distinctions. And I don't have a personal issue with Chuck. Well, I can't say that. I can't give him credit for being correct and also take points away for what he's wrong. What he's doing, the Democrat talking point bullshit. But yeah, anybody can look at Joe Biden and say, God looks like he's having a hard time. He's having a hard time. Brutally honest is my superpower, and I intend to use it. And Roy Wood's superpower is ass kissing. That's what it is. Him and D.L. Hughley have the same superpower, ass kissing. It's gotten them pretty far. Candace Owens' superpower? Cooning. Cooning and being toxic and being anti-black. Anti-black with no remorse. That is Candace Owens' superpower. Hey, man, you got to be good at what you do, right? Did you like that video? If you like that one, I know you're going to like the next one. Check this out. In this video, I'm going to talk about MSNBC and Joy Reid. Joy Reid does a segment where she's really critical. She makes some big mistakes, and I got to call it out. So click up here in the corner, watch this next video. Let me know what you think. I love y'all. Peace.